for the drawing, the vase and the stool or that stand, the main thing is it's very very simple. Mainly concentrate on a little bit of drawing, but mainly concentrate on the painting, the brush strokes. So if I had, there are two situations that you can actually think of here. So one is, there is I'm going to write it with the pen so that you can actually see through the camera. If not, I can also use some B pencil. So let's say this is my entire painting area. If I had a wall and the floor corner, so this is that's the wall and this is the floor. If that was the case, then wherever I'm going to put, I should show the bottom of my stand. So then what will happen is, I will have a stand somewhere around this, and then I will have that oval shape, right? That center one is not seen, but the way that I have painted is, only thing is what would have happened is, then the color of this would have been a little bit different than this, so that I can actually show that edge, and then the bottom I can show. Then the shadow actually depends on how close is this to the wall. If it is touching the wall, then my shadow is actually going to be touching this edge here. So that's what I have painted. If there was a gap here, then you will actually see that the casting shadow would have been a little bit with a gap here too. It won't touch the edge of that stand, and the shadow won't touch. That's one thing that you have to remember. Shadows, light source are very important. So let me just show you how to draw it. Very very easy. Freehand drawing, you can actually do it. So if this is the other area, so what I would do is, first is just draw a line. If you are actually not comfortable drawing oval shape, this oval shape, although this is circular stand, this oval shape depends on your perspective, where you are actually looking at it from. So because I'm looking at it from a little bit above the table, so that I'm actually going to see that as an oval shape. So I'm going to give you guidelines here where you need to mark, and then how you draw them. But only thing is, what you should not there is a drawing perspective drawing course. If you go through, then I'll show you that one as well. There are many things to learn, but for the sake of this drawing here, what I don't want you to do is, when you draw that center line for the oval and you mark these two, I don't want you to draw like that. These corners, I don't want you to draw that. So a big motion, because it's a pencil, try to do it as much as possible. So here is that oval. I can't rest this because this, I have some stitches on this. So now that is the oval shape, right? And that's the center. That's where my stand is actually going to go. You can actually have any design for the stand. So that's where actually my stand is going to go. That's what I have drawn. Just because I'm not showing the floor, that ends here itself. If I had shown the floor and then the edge of this, similar to this one, then that would have been entirely different. Very simple. So then again, the vase is actually going to be oval shape here, again depending on the perspective. So for that reason, what you can do is just draw a thin line, all pencil. Then after that, again the mouth of the vase, then draw some lines. This vase, again shape, if you want to change it. So the main thing is, most of this mouth is not seen, although I'll be painting each one of them and then overlapping with the colors, because the lighter and darker, but also because of the reason that this is acrylic, and then depending on the layers and depending on the type of paints, that I can actually cover certain edges with leaves and stems, right? Those are the stems. Very simple. Small oval, again a little bit bigger oval depending on my eye level here, and then that's a vase, and then top of the stand, bottom of the stand. And I've already mentioned about why am I actually going to paint or think in terms of the shadow being started from the wall and the edge of the table. They are both touching. So because this is close to the wall, this particular thing is close to the wall. So that's a drawing, simple drawing. Try it out. You can actually make it even bigger. If you make it bigger, try to use a little bit bigger brush for the flowers, mainly for the flowers which we are actually going to stipple. So that's the main thing. So if you can try practice this, draw with pencil, H pencil, then you can actually erase it and then try to correct it until you get it right. So draw this one, then we'll continue with the next lesson.